You should just call me Duncan MacLeod from now on. It's over, dude. I'm an immortal. I am the Highlander that you're talking to.
Oh, yeah.
No, I fucking fought through what I believe was either a hiatal hernia, a peptic ulcer, or a severely damaged esophagus. And whatever it was, I came up with my own remedies and my own treatment program.
This thing?
I did it for 7 days. I'm fucking better. I'm done. I win. I'm immortal. I can't be killed.
You swallowed a cracker wrong and got over it.
No. I'm pretty sure it's worse than that. So there is the potential. I'm pretty sure it was probably a peptic ulcer or a hiatal hernia, or I have reflux disease. I have one of these things. However, I have fought it off with my treatments.
You started
what happened
Pepsid
is
AC.
No, hold on. Hold the famotidine
and coital silver.
Famotidine.
I'm so gonna just pop your bubble right now.
No, here's what could. Okay, so there's two ways this could have gone down. So possibly last Saturday, literally a week ago, I could have been eating one of those, they call them Dunkin' cheese snacks. You know what I'm talking about, where you dunk the little. No. It's not a cracker. It's like a little, it looks like a sticks and cheese.
Sticks and cheese. Yes.
So I had not the cracker is flat. This is a stick.
No,
it's
a cracker stick.
Cheese.
It's the same thing, but in miniature bread form.
This is they might as well call it a little bitty tiny bread spear is what they should call it.
It's a cracker.
They should call it a fucking weapon. Because what happened is I'm dipping my stick into my cheese. I'm just getting my little snack on. And something feels wrong on one bite. It feels like I swallowed a spear and stabbed my esophagus very sharply. So then I go, oh, that didn't feel good. But, you move on with your day. Later on that night, I notice I'm drinking. Every time I drink, I have a sharp pain in my chest. And I go, oh, my God, maybe I damaged my chest. And I told somebody this story. And they say, no, that did not. No, you didn't. Because my first instinct was that I damaged my esophageal tubes with sticks and crackers.
I will tell you.
And cheese.
I will tell you, I've eaten a tortilla chip incorrectly before and scratched my esophagus. And it hurt to drink acidic things. I couldn't have tomato juice for a few days. Otherwise, it would burn like hell.
No, but what's a few days? Was a few days 7 days?
Oh, 4 days, but I'm a healthy, growing young buck.
We're not that far removed from each other health-wise, sir.
I feel like I'm on the up and up still, and you're on the downhill.
No, I feel like you ignore your physical ailments, and I am very cognizant of it. See, 4 days, like you probably ignore your pains.
Because they'll go away.
Or you have a higher pain threshold.
Yeah, they'll go away. If it stays longer than a week and I'm dying, I might go see a doctor, but I'm going to tough it out for a little bit. I'm not going to just start, waving the cancer flag if it's, a fucking
I didn't wave the cancer flag. I researched what it could have been. Because what happened is I brought this up to somebody. I said, hey, could this have happened? Could this have been? And they said, no, a sticks and cheese did not damage your esophageal tube. Okay, it didn't happen. So I said, okay, well, what could it be? And they said, well, could be a peptic ulcer, could be a hiatal hernia, could be reflux disease. You should get it checked out. So I decided on my own, I would research these things and see how they treat them.
Well, so somebody told you this. WebMD didn't lead you down this path.
No, a human being who actually is, I'm not going to lie, an animal doctor told me this. An animal doctor, someone who has practiced the arts of medicine told me this.
On animals.
They said there's no way but they practice by the way, I think vets have to be more skilled than doctors because they have to perform on
but they don't work on humans. That's the thing. Human doctors are
the dog body and the human body is the same body.
Human doctors are constantly pushing the science of studying humans in medicine. Whereas animal doctors don't look at humans, they look at pushing the science of dogs and elephants and horses and shit.
By the way, you're so incorrect. Neither one are scientists. Neither one is trying to advance any technology.
The practices, surgeries, identification methods. That's what doctors do. They study
No, they just use whatever tools are in front of them to try to make you not feel bad anymore.
No, they have to do like things.
No, this is not a thing where you're a fucking professor and you've got to be published in 4 journals a year.
But you keep
like
up
that.
with practices and learn, and like you have to practice your trade.
No,
the thing is, if you don't work on humans for 20 years, then obviously you're not going to be as skilled as the person who has worked on humans for 20 years.
But doctors aren't doing what you're saying, where they're like trying to study what they do is they have. I know
they're not out, they're not the researchers, they're not the chemists out there, but they're the ones in the on the forefront out there doing the medicine and applying it. The thing is, 20 years of not touching a human versus 20 minutes. Company. You're not studying humans, though. I'm not saying they're incompetent. I'm saying I would go to a human doctor.
That's not your first line of defense, though, because a human doctor.
Yes, I would go to a human doctor before I did a veterinarian. First line of defense.
I am giving up on. I think only vets. I think I'm only going to see vets because I think that they have more knowledge on practical medicine. Because I think doctors are just pimps for the pharmaceutical companies.
So they're not more versed. They're less versed in practical medicine. The thing is, they're not the one. They can't charge you for that, so they'll just tell you what aspirin is aspirin. There is a difference. A doctor can charge you $500 to go. It's this fancy word that I can't even attempt to make up. But he does that because he can sell you and he makes money. Yes, there is a business side to it.
That's it. So,
but
if you
a human doctor is much well versed, or much more versed in the human body than a vet is.
I don't know if I agree with that. Actually, I think I am swearing off human doctors from now on. I'm only going to see vets, and because I believe that they have practical medicine, which means like this is what I mean by practical medicine.
You know, people thought witch doctors had practical medicine as well for a long time, and you see how far we got on witch doctors.
Yeah, we survived for thousands of years.
Witch doctors
as a species.
Pretty much just killed people, I'm pretty sure.
Whatever they did, it worked because we're still here. So they had fucking great medicines.
Okay, shamans.
So
I'm swearing off modern medicine. I'm only doing shamans now.
I'm not a fucking Looney Tune. I'm not swearing off modern medicine. I'm seeing vets for my treatments. That's what I'm only going to see animal doctors.
Okay, so the vet prescribed you colloidal silver from what you had told me. Is that still correct?
No, they did not.
That was WebMD.
The vet essentially told me there's no way that I stab myself with a cheese stick in the esophagus. Okay, that's what they're saying.
Okay, well, yeah, I would trust somebody for that. Yes, I thought we were prescribing medicine already. All right. Continue.
So then I went, and then they said it could be any of these things, but I don't know because come on, dude, I'm not a fucking human doctor.
Exactly. And then they said go see a doctor.
Well, they said this is what I would do. I would try these few things, and if it lasts after 7 days, if it's still happening, then go see a doctor. So I did some research on the things they told me it could possibly be, and it all came down to, it doesn't matter what all gastrointestinal stuff. If you go see a doctor and you're like, something's going on in my digestive system, they're literally going to recommend, according to everything I've researched
antacids
thoroughly, they're going to recommend initially some kind of antacids, some kind of indigestion treatment. They're going to say like, hey, try this for a week and come back and see me. That's what they're going to say. So, and the other thing they're going to do is give you antibiotics.
Instead of just giving you the real medicine.
Well, they're going to give you antibiotics and they're going to recommend some over-the-counter, like a Prilosec or something like that. So I got Prilosec and Pepcid AC, which I heard were the two best for, that a doctor would recommend. I just got them both.
Yep.
And then because you can't get over-the-counter antibiotics,
but a vet.
I decided to research.
Your dog had a cough. Wink, wink.
No, but the only things that they do, everything. Here's the other thing. For vets, they just treat the animals with the magic drug, which is penicillin. And I can, or whatever, it's some kind of thing like that. I'm deathly allergic to that. I can't have any fucking penicillin. I'll die.
Well,
I'll fucking die. So I had to get natural antibiotics.
No, internet. You can order medicine from like South America and they'll mail it straight to your doorstep.
Well, I don't like buying things I don't trust internet purchases.
Okay, so you've walled yourself into a corner at this point. Okay. So
No, I've researched natural antibiotics, and it turns out there's several options for natural. Turns out prior to the 1940s, and this is where your making fun of me comes into, prior to the 1940s, before they started giving antibiotics out left and right, pretty much they just gave people this thing called colloidal silver. It was like, take 2 spoons of this,
yeah,
shit goes away. So I was very excited. I made a note on a sticky note. I wrote colloidal silver. I will pick some of that up. And then I also read garlic pills are good. So I wrote garlic. I wrote coconut oil, extra virgin coconut oil. Wrote that down. Going to take some of that. And so I got.
Now everything on your list is tasty and good for you, except for one.
Well, turns out you cannot purchase over the counter colloidal silver. Turns out I don't know where you can get this stuff from.
No,
it's apparently fucking magic, and it takes away the illnesses, but you can't just get it. You know?
No, do you want to explain the other half as to why you cannot get this chemical?
Well, I understand your theory on it.
No, not my theory. Science's theory. Science's best guess as to why, or as to what this chemical does to people.
Well, I don't know. Like you said, it turns people blue. It said it makes you a Smurf, is what you're saying.
Blue. Fucking radiant blue. Blueberry blue. If you take this drug...
But that's if you take too much. That's if you take too much.
The thing is, it's a lifetime supply. It's like mercury. Like heavy. When you ingest heavy metals, they don't leave your body forever. You die with them. So every time you eat a piece of fish...
I just had some delicious sushi today, and I have mercury in my system right now.
Yep. But the thing is, if you eat too much sushi over your lifetime... Now you have mercury poisoning.
Well, so anyway,
so that's the same thing with this colloidal silver.
Colloidal silver.
Yes, in small doses is probably fine to cure the hiccups and herpes and everything you have, but then at some point it starts like turning you blue and fucking up your liver and shit. But
it said you can't take it don't take it for longer than 10 days. That's what it said.
Yeah, but 10 days this time, then a month later you take it 10 days, and over the years, when you're 60 or 70, now you're blue. And your liver's failing.
It doesn't matter because it's like a whole, like you can't get it. You can't get it. I don't know where you're going to get it. Yeah. So this is what I did for 7 days. I was walking around like an 87-year-old person. I had basically a Ziploc bag with 5 different bottles in it because I had my coconut oil, my garlic, my Pepsid AC, my Prilosec, and my Zoloft.
Other than
I'm popping these fucking pills every day. And then I slept upright because it said to sleep upright. So I slept in a chair for a week. And then I only ate foods that were no chili peppers, nothing that could irritate the digestive system.
Right on.
So I ate miso soup and Connie salad every fucking day. So that was my regimen. As a matter of fact, today I'm still on my regimen, even though I feel better. I feel like it's gone. I'm going to continue another week's worth of treatments just to really make sure I'm okay. And I've also decided that I am going to become an old Japanese man because that is the healthiest way to live. Well, when you research...
Hold on, slow down. Just take a breath. Can we back up a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're going to turn into an old Japanese man?
I'm going to become an old Japanese man because if you research, like go to Wikipedia and look up longevity, okay? The people who live the longest. There's 2 places. Japan, which is on like 5 of the 10 list on Wikipedia. And then there's this other place where it says the Monaco Islands, I think it says, they're like way up there. And they're like a little island nation off of like the coast of Italy or something, but it's all the same. It's people surrounded by water who live off of fish. And Japanese people always live to be like 90. Because all they do is eat sushi all day. So I'm gonna I'm going full Japanese. I'm gonna get
you're into kimonos.
I'm gonna get a kimono,
and you're gonna get a kimono, the little ninja shoes.
I want the sandals, the wooden sandals, like the samurai sandals.
Oh, you're going
get
geisha, whiteface. You're going little old Japanese lady.
I'm going to be the Caitlyn Jenner of Japan.
You know, women live longer statistically as well. So,
I want to be. Forget it. Now I want to be an old Japanese woman. That's where this is leading. Oh my God. And I really do think every day I want my lunch to be a miso soup and a connie salad and a green tea. That's going to be my lunch, I think, for the rest of my life. I think that's going to be my lunch. But I told my wife
to make it yourself, though. I mean, it's simple to make. For everybody that doesn't know, because I just recently learned, a connie salad is imitation crab meat and the spicy mayonnaise and some chives. Put it into a bowl. Whisk it up.
Cucumber, not chives.
Okay, cucumber. Whisk it up or whatever. Break up the imitation crab, and it turns into strings. And now you have a mayonnaise imitation crab salad. They are tasty.
Delicious.
Yeah, they mayonnaise. Are. They are tasty.
God.
I do enjoy them.
Connie salad is where it's at.
What the place wants for their imitation crab meat stirred in a bowl is outrageous. I can like $4.
Well, it was $4.
Yeah, that's outrageous. I can go and get 10 pounds of imitation crab for $4 and make salads for a month.
Well, you can get 10 pounds of imitation crab, but how much is that spicy mayo? Is probably pretty expensive.
Spicy mayo, no, you can make it yourself. It's not incredibly different or difficult, but you can also just buy it.
And those cucumbers don't come cheap, my friend.
And
you got to get the Masiago or whatever it's called.
You can get fucking 20 salads worth of fucking cucumber out of one cucumber.
Well, I want to know if an old Japanese woman will eat it prepared from someone or will prepare it herself. That's what I'd like to know. And I'll do whatever that is.
It's probably make it themselves most of the time. Just like you make dinner most of the time.
Minus the becoming an old Japanese woman, I told my wife my theory of only eating
fish?
To make it. I said to make only eating a connie salad and a miso soup for the rest of my life for meals. That's what I told her. She said, "Why
breakfast, lunch,
you
and dinner?
Take things?"
Is this your entire day, like 3 times a day, or are we doing this just as lunch? Yeah, a light little lunch, and it's fine. You get a little protein, and you're good to go. But if this is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's a whole different thing.
No, breakfast, I've now decided I'm going to whole grain, so I'm doing a whole grain cream of wheat.
Yeah, you need a little bit of fiber.
Breakfast right now?
You need fiber. Yep. That's good.
So I do a whole grain cream of wheat. Then I do the miso and connie for the luncheon.
Right on.
And then for dinner, I would like to wrap it up with the waffles. Well, that's the meal plan.
Yeah,
the waffles. You put a little.
You need some vegetables somewhere in your life.
Let go my Eggo waffles. You get 2 waffles.
You need vegetables. You need to pick up vegetables.
That's cucumbers you get the cucumbers
you need a salad, like a proper salad or something. You need some greens.
No, because you also have the miso has the soybean in it. Doesn't that give you that's a vegetable?
Yeah, but you know how much soy you have to eat? That 1 cube of soy you get in your miso is not a serving. That's maybe 5 calories.
Also seaweed. There's also some seaweed in there. Also a vegetable.
The whole miso soup probably adds up to be like 100 calories, if that. So
that's good. I'm living a very low calorie life, right?
To a point. You can take in too low of calories and start fucking up your kidneys and shit like that. You're not there. I mean, you got some body fat on you. You're going to lose some weight on this diet.
Tell me if you agree or disagree with this, though, because this is what my wife told me. She said, you just can't, eating the same thing every day, no matter what, it's not a good idea.
No, I did it. I've done it plenty of times. But you have to figure out a meal. Like for breakfast, I would do oatmeal and maybe a fruit. And then for lunch, we had the same thing. It was like a sandwich and some chips. We were construction workers. And then for dinner, I always did like a salad and some sort of protein because I like a protein at dinner.
Well, I don't even believe in red meat anymore. I think it's fucking bullshit.
Well, no.
And here's why. I actually think it's bad for your digestive. I think it's difficult for your body to digest. It tastes delicious, but your digestive system has a hard time with red meats.
Yeah, but
that's a truism.
There's still a lot of good things in it. Like, don't go completely vegan or shit. Like, go pescatarian.
I'm not going vegan. I'm talking about eat the fuck out of fish is what I'm talking about. Eat the shit out of
go pescatarian, man.
Apparently fish has like fucking super like antioxidants in it and fucking it's magic. Fish is magic is what it really comes down to.
We have the entire ocean.
Plus we have a huge ocean.
Yeah.
Of food.
I'm all for fish too.
Amazing.
You're not speaking anything new to me on this.
No one feels bad about fish dying.
Yeah, because they're not people.
They're not people.
Fish are
like
not
dogs and cats and horses and cows. They're all people. But fish aren't people. So who feels bad about that?
I don't know. No, I'm a fish guy. I love fish. I'd eat fish every goddamn day, but it's expensive.
That's a thing. So that's a name of a name of a thing is where you only eat the fish.
Pescatarian. You're a vegetarian, but fish don't count. Fish are a vegetable if you're a pescatarian.
Well, you know what? Like I do, I'm telling you, dude. I'm turning over. Because I'm basically falling apart. Because last night,
you want to spell out what you do yourself though, with the bags of chips and 15 beef jerky sticks and Red Bulls.
Well, prior to this,
that's your diet.
Prior to the hiatal hernia / peptic ulcer / reflux disease /
cracker attack,
possibly scratched esophagus. Before my current, what they call, I was talking to my psychiatrist. You know what he calls it? GI. That's like doctor slang for your
gastrointestinal.
Yeah, he said you have a little GI problem. I said, "Oh, well, GI. It sounds kind of cool when you say it that way." So I'm just saying. So thank you, Dave Coulier. So with my GI thing is like basically, I'm thinking like because I've indulged my whole life, I've just indulged myself. If I want to eat whatever, I'm going to eat it. I want to eat 15 beef sticks and nothing but chips and dip and 7 coffees and 8 Red Bulls and 37 beers. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it all.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do it
like
physical fitness.
You do. That's pretty much, you just do that every day.
Pure and total indulgence of whatever I want, like what I'm craving. I just indulge myself. And that's come with a consequence. And the consequence is at 32, the last 6 months, I've at least had 4 cases of heartburn and at least 1 week of possibly reflux disease, which I defeated and cured, essentially. But now that I'm immortal, I'm going like, I want to be not feeling bad. I want to feel better. So I think I'm going to commit to at least 2-a-days per week. Is not 2-a-days, but 2-a-weeks. Like trying to do what I think an old Japanese woman would do this workout. Just a little bit of cardio. I'm just going to I'm going to get on a treadmill or a bike or something.
Cardio is the best thing for you in your life. Cardio all day. Don't say it's a little old Japanese lady thing. I thought you were going to say like some Tai Chi in the park. Cardio is just like...
don't be that way. I'm talking about
cardio is just like exercising.
Like what I'm saying, twice a week, I think I'm going to commit to an hour of just getting my heart rate up and trying to get a sweat and trying to be a little more fit. And it's not like I just don't want to feel like shit. I'm trying not to feel like shit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that.
Working out is
and then
a
I'm
great
going to go,
thing.
I guess I'm going pescatarian or whatever that's called.
Fish only.
That sounds like a religion. If you say that enough, it sounds like a fucking religion.
Oh yeah, I know. I had an ex-girlfriend who was pescatarian. And
it sounds like I go to church on Saturdays. That's what pescatarian sounds like.
Yeah, you're
what
completely,
are you, pescatarian?
Completely vegetarian, and fish are vegetables, so you're allowed to eat those. That's the way it works. There's no questions asked.
Yeah. You dated a pescatarian?
Yes, I did. And it was annoying as hell.
What god do pescatarians pray to? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know. The same one.
Poseidon? Is that the...
Well,